of stuff. But some kind of way, I started asking questions about a little kid that was missing since Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and was found this morning, Monday morning, at 9:15. And when I started asking questions about this case, this investigation, I was getting information from Gemini. And there was some things came up about some white socks that the little boy was wearing. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And I'm tripping because I got questions. He gave me a name and everything. And the screenshots that I took of the information is not in my phone. It's not in my phone. But I'm going to go through these screenshots and explain them as I go. Because I got questions. And I wish I didn't. The pond at Sutter Lake apartment is small, covering roughly 1.5 to 2 acres in surface area. It measures approximately 400 feet long by 200 feet wide, and it is at its largest point. Let me go back. I wanted to see the edges of the pond. And I know I took the screenshots and that, and some screenshots missing at my phone right now. And I know I just asked these questions. This is what I do every day. First, he took me to Lake Lanier. And I had to go find, I said, show me the pond with the baby. That's where I started right there. Boom, I just wanted him to show me the whole area. He gave me excuses why he couldn't show me the whole area at one time because it was private, owned property. And as I asked him, the mother had said something about he was last seen wearing white socks. And this guy, and this information came through this phone, said a member of the search party found the white socks. What? When? Well, then not only did it say he found the white socks, he turned the white socks over, I'm thinking, to the mother or somebody in the family, and they identified the white socks as being RJ Jet's socks. I ain't pulling this information from nowhere. I do this shit every day, all day. Y'all know that. And I ain't want to mess with this, but it's the energy is up in here. It's bothering my melanated baby though. And see her soul get up in my soul, and see now it's bothering me. And I start asking questions to try to soothe her soul a little bit. And now we want to know, who is Demetrius? Because Demetrius found RJ socks near the pond. And Demetrius returned the socks to one of the family members. I'm thinking he said the mother. And the mother identified the socks as being RJ socks. And when I started asking about the time the socks was found, information started getting weary. Like, nah. And then I put the phone down. I said, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to do this. I left there with me. I don't do that kind of shit. I don't do it. And so, with that being said, when I started asking about the time, I also asked, well, where did Demetrius live? He was a neighbor who helped the neighbors search for RJ. He was a neighbor. I said, well, where did he exactly live? He said he lived in the same, he was a neighbor that lived in the same apartment complex who participated in the search for RJ, and he was the one that found the white socks near the lake. I don't do no playing. And so now, I was asking why they take so long to find a baby that long, a whole night until the next morning, and the lake is only so big. He started describing how the vegetation and all that. So then he said, this is where I stopped. When he said Raymond RJ Jet went missing on Sunday, June 25th, at 11:30, it kind of struck me strange. Damn, 11:30, and they went to bed and came back, but we found out the investigation allegedly lasted all night until they found them, allegedly. But they said they stopped and started the search the next day. What type of shit is that? But I don't know. But I be trying to have my visuals match my audio, and he got my screenshots. My screenshots are missing out his phone because when he said Demetrius, I beamed in and started screenshotting, and now my screenshots are gone. I don't like that. I don't like that. Authorities reported that RJ was found in the pond approximately at 9:15 on Monday morning. And now I bring the socks back up. But see, I supposed to have a screenshot in between here about Demetrius, about where he lived, the neighbor. I screenshotted the statements he made about him being a neighbor, about him living there, because I beamed in as soon as I seen the name. What this motherfucker doing with this boy socks? And you said the same thing, right, baby?
I did.
What you said? He prime suspect. That's what you said out your mouth then, baby.
That's what came to my spirit.
Okay. So why my screenshot gone? You sit here watching me screenshot all the important information that I'm getting. Right? And so this is why I jump back. But I do have this right here though. Authorities reported RJ was found in the pond at approximately 9:15 on Monday, June 29th. And you see why I had went to upload. You see how my screenshot changed that I just set up. I was setting up looking for some shit concerning the Kanika case that I don't want to talk about. Because it was a young lady name came to me because, yeah, I'm like that. To everybody to understand that, yeah, I'm like that. I'm soulful for real. And things come to me. And I had a young lady's name I wanted to go fact check because I got some information about the Kanika case nobody ain't got because it came from the ancestors. I told Nunu this on the phone. He kind of laughed, so I guided her with him. Yeah, because he thought some shit was funny. But I'm like that. Don't let the cussing and the persona fool you. You're a thug like that. I'm very soulful. And the ancestors fuck with me the long way. In real life, y'all better understand what I'm trying to tell you. So this is when I uploaded the little app he told me so he can go search for a name I wanted to try to fact because I don't want to play with nobody. So that's why you see upgrade, see usage. I'm looking for pictures. Then I come back. He said the socks were found at approximately 9:15 on Monday. What socks? What socks? No, the socks was found before then. And that's what made y'all start looking in the area where Demetrius found those socks. And that would lead y'all to find that baby. Because Demetrius found them socks. I got questions, Demetrius. And I think they do too. That's why they wiping their little information out because they finna beam in on your ass. If this shit real. But I think it's real. And I think you in a little trouble, bro. Whoever you are, Demetrius, I got questions. How you find them socks, bro? They ain't find the body until you found them socks. And you led them to where you found them socks at. Them cameras out there, you had to go right to where they was at. And that's how they went and scaved that pond and found that baby. After you found them socks. And you took them socks to that baby mama, to that boy's mother. And she identified them as being his socks. Statement. And it was a screenshot that I had, and it's gone. The fuck? And once she identified that that's being his socks, that's when they found that baby in that lake. Because you found his socks, Demetrius. And you a neighbor that live in that complex, Demetrius. And if you ain't gone, you better be, Demetrius. Because you prime suspect, Demetrius. Because that baby ain't took his socks off and just walked in that lake, Demetrius. Yeah. That way. The socks were found at approximately 9:15 on Monday. I said, how the fuck socks gonna be found at the same time they just said the baby was found? But you just told us the socks was found at an early time or whatever. You said the socks was found Sunday or something, and said it was took to the mother, and the mother identified them as being the baby's socks. And then never got there and went to the camera and seen where he went and got them socks from. And then that's when they scaled that pond and found that baby. They had already searched the lake and gave up, to my recollection. I apologize for the confusion. There are no official reports indicating the socks were found. What socks? Where socks was found? The only discovered time reported by authorities was CA trying to go straight, get out their investigation. But you said something about them socks, Gemini. What socks? Their socks was found. The only discovered time report by authorities was 9:15 for when his body was located. Nah, we want to know about them little white socks that Demetrius found. Demetrius. Demetrius. I did not have information about a case involving anyone named Demetrius or RJ Jet socks or the neighbor finding them during the search. If you can provide more content on the name and the specific investigation you are referring to, I can look into it for you. Bitch, stop playing. See, I argue with Jimmy all the time. This ain't that new. My baby went to the bathroom. I said, baby, they finna watch it. They watch it. Ain't know what I told you? I said, they watching it. Now, they didn't watch that little information. But Demetrius, I'm putting you out there. And the people around there know who you is. They know the fuck going on around there. Demetrius found them socks. How you know where them socks was? And why they hiding the information about you finding them socks? I suggest you goddamn go to Puerto Rico. Like that, what that boy name was. That ran to Puerto Rico. He'll come to me. You know I'm a Kanika for addict. I remember them niggas ran. I remember the niggas who ran and left, and when it started, that's when they had that earthquake down there. They went and got them little jobs and ran off and got the fuck on. The first motherfucker that allegedly raped a nigga. Yeah, I remember. You better try to get on over there. And then I fact checked that the nigga was there cause I had a cousin nearby that located his ass. I said, that motherfucker in Puerto Rico for real. I told y'all, that's why they took my channels, cause I be for real about this shit. Now, Demetrius, you found that boy socks. You found that baby socks and took them socks to his mother. That was your first mistake, boy. And she identified them as being her child's socks. And now they watching you. Now they watching you. Somebody gonna wash your ass. Cause you found that baby socks. And you prime suspect. That's crazy. Look at this little baby. RJ Jet, 6 years old, found in a pond. And Demetrius found his socks and turned them into his mother. And the mother identified them as being his socks. And now the screenshots I had of that is gone. So somebody said, "Show did, baby." Somebody else said, "Show did." She did. Hold up, what it say? That part. Somebody, who that is? That MJ. That MJ. That Raymond. Wow, MJ. Well, who? Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, we just sitting there, me and Yella sitting there, right? And she, I told her on the phone, I said, baby, just get out of there. She be on that type shit. She be on it. And so we just thought, I don't even want to fuck with it. But she just down, and I said, you putting that sad spirit on me. So I just went and started asking questions just to try to soothe her. And this shit came out. Y'all know I don't play no goddamn games, man. It's a motherfucker nigga named Demetrius who found this baby socks. And his ass finna be grass. Boy, your ass better try to get to Puerto Rico. On Fed, don't play. I drive over there to that bitch and get to investigate my motherfucking self. Cause you found that baby socks. But I think they watching it cause they finna beam in on your ass. And I hope they do. I hope they interrogate your ass for 30 days and 30 nights. Cause how the fuck you find that baby socks? And when they find the baby socks, they find the baby in that pond. The door was open. If something ain't right by this case. The door was open. They found the door open. Damn, Demetrius, I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna say shit, but you found that baby socks. That's the only thing I'm finna say. That boy showed. Somebody say show did. Somebody say show did. MJ, what you mean? What up, HL? What up, MJ? He's so cute. Yeah, he cute. Well, why you say show did, MJ? You heard the same information about the white socks. About the white socks. Went to Puerto Rico. Oh, okay, yeah, that nigga name was damn. I ain't gonna mix it. Damn, I see his face with the skull cap on his face and everything. And his little brother was one of them niggas that were with the nigga at the pool. But he left immediately and went to Puerto Rico off the rip. All I gotta do is throw the thing about Monique. All that shit'll come to me. He the one, she said, it'll come to me. I ain't gotta worry. You know, I'm getting old now. I'm getting old now. I'm getting old now. That motherfucker name, damn. gonna get thrown off. But Demetrius, you found that baby socks, man. And I ain't finna stay on here and fuck with her like that. I'm gonna try to get it out. I'm gonna try to get it out of my mind, boy, you locked in. Cause you found some white socks belonging to this baby. And his mother identified him as being his socks. And now your name nowhere near being a neighbor. He said he was a concerned neighbor. Right, baby?
Yeah.
He was a concerned neighbor that participated in the search for the missing child. And he found the socks and took them and gave them to the mother. And the mother identified the socks as being that baby's socks. Where we get it from, baby? Gemini? Then you see me screenshotting that information? Know my phone stay locked in with thousands of screenshots. That's all I do. I ain't got no computer no more, so I just get what I get and screenshot the shit out of this shit. You know I screenshot that boy name as soon as I seen his name. I said, found the socks. Baby said, oh, he prime suspect. And I screenshotted the shit. Then I asked him where he come from and screenshot him. He said he's a neighbor. My screenshot missing. Boy, hey, y'all, boy, this shit is something serious. That's why I just chill and do my thing. I supposed to be talking about the whoop. I can't even beam in. I said, baby, you get my spirit sad. I supposed to be trying to beam in on these jokers in these mountains now. Talking about going up now. Horizons. They don't know about no damn horizons though I supposed to be on. But now I'm on the socks. So now I got to drink about 3-4 cups of water. Smoke me a cigarette. You know what I'm talking about? And try to get out of there, man. For real. That boy name. I'm trying to stay on top thinking that boy name. That boy name. I got it. That was the first motherfucker I'm gonna need for a cue. And his little brother was with goddamn Big Gap when he was at that pool. But his ass left immediately with the Puerto Rico. Did that. Straight up. Hey, truth don't need no help, man. Y'all just keep this in y'all mental. If y'all got some posts, y'all post. We want to know who found them socks. Y'all post some on y'all page about them socks. Because this baby ain't deserved this. This baby ain't just took his socks off and walked into no pond, bro. This baby ain't just took his socks off and walked into no pond, bro. And this boy said he found the socks. It may be innocent. I might be tripping. It's probably they're watching the information so they can do the investigation and they don't want it to be public. But they fucking with the wrong one cause Demetrius found them socks. And the mother identified them socks as being the socks he had. And I don't even want the mother, it was the damn sister. Whoever, one of them family members identified them socks as being this baby's socks. But now, don't nobody know nothing about no Demetrius. And the only thing they know is he was wearing white socks. Now the socks was found. Yeah. Yeah, though they say he took his socks off. I would guess the baby took his socks off and just walked on in the water. That's crazy. With that being said, I'm out this, man. The truth don't need no help. Y'all know what it is. Bella Nation 3GD for life. I ain't gonna never stop. And I hope I don't get started on this kind of shit because there's a whole lot of things I be wanting to talk about. But I just got out of there. Because I'm the breaker down in this. In real life, nigga. I said, bam, truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. Huh? All we gotta do is stand up behind it. Huh? And support it. And we can get together and make it do what it do. But until then, y'all let your day worry about your day and worry about tomorrow. That's Jelly saying. Yeah. I said, boom. What you say, babe? What you say, babe? Bam, baby.
Yeah.
My baby mad. My baby sad. She stay on this type shit right here. And baby be coming up missing, and they just be messing up her energy. And now I got to hold my baby all night. I said, bam.